Hi, my name's Britt with North Beach Windsurfing. When I started a bunch of years ago, learning to windsurf was a lot harder than it is now. The gear was harder to put together, it was heavy, and it was just like bigger sails, and it was harder to progress. One of the coolest advancements in windsurfing is the beginner rigs, and those just make life a lot easier. Just from the gear is lighter, the gear is easier to put together. And Severne has this, which is one of the sail companies, has what they call the Synergy rig, and it comes in this, and this is their beginning rig. It comes in this this cool package where it's got everything's contained in here: the mast, the boom, the sail, the mast foot, the mast extension. It all comes in this neat package. Here's the boom that acts as the handle to where everything's together. And then we just unzip it. Unzip this rig bag, and then we can pull out the sail, the mast. The mast comes in two pieces to make it easier to fit into your car. And then here's the boom. And then here's the rig extension here, or the mast extension. Now we need to put it together. And so what we want to do is, first of all, we want to grab the sail, and it's got this we just undo it here. We unroll it. And we're just going to pull this paper wrapping off. And unroll the sail all the way. The mast has this, comes in this is just from the factory. It just has this plastic bag on it, so we can put that in the trash. And then the way the mast goes together is, this is a two-piece mast. And so what we want to do is make sure there's not any sand or any dirt or stuff on the ferrule right here where the joint. And you want to make sure there's not any sand in here. So you just take your finger and run it through here to make sure it's clean. Otherwise, when you put it together, it becomes a one-piece mast. And that's harder to put in the back of the car or the truck. And so to separate it, we just twist and pull them apart. There we go, it's together. And then what we do is we grab it here. We insert the mast. We insert the mast into the luff sleeve or into the mast sleeve. And then we just run it all the way to the top. Make sure it's all the way in there. Then we pull it. We grab the mast extension, which is here. This has a cleat right here. This has a hook to make it nice and easy. And so this part of the extension goes in the bottom of the mast. And then the hook goes right through the grommet on the bottom of the sail. Pull this tight. And then you notice that the material is, or the sail is starting to, the battens here, which are here, are starting to come, you know, have some shape in the sail and are starting to come to the bottom of the, come out from underneath the mast. Then we want to grab the boom. And then we open up the boom clamp here. And then we pull the in-haul line and open it up here. We go ahead and put the boom onto the mast. There we go. This line comes around. The in-haul line here comes around. And you can tighten up this cleat. You want it to have a little bit of a snap. You want the lever to have a little bit of a snap to close it. And then from here, the boom is on. And we want this to be shoulder height. In order to change the height for different size people, all we need to do is open up the boom lever and then close the boom lever. We can lower it or raise it. And then to fasten it again, we just close the lever. And then from there, we can come around to the out haul. So we grab the sail. So then from here, we just take this line, run it through the grommet here on the, we call this part of the sail the clew, C-L-E-W. And then we just run it around this part. It's called a loop and go system. We just run it around this little ear here and then just pull the uphaul and it gets cleated right there. Then with this extra line, we could just tie it around the end of the boom just with some half hitches. Just keeps the out haul from coming undone. It's just a simple knot. And then from there, we've rigged the sail. This line at the bottom of the sail is what we call the downhaul. And then it's got a little path here for the line to go. And as we did on the back of the boom, we just tie little half hitches around the mast just to get the line to where you're not stepping on it and to get it nice and tidy out of the way. This is the mast base. How this works is we push the silver button on the front and we insert the mast base into the bottom of the mast extension. And to remove it, I push the silver button with my thumb or my finger and pull out the mast foot. It's all pretty easy. This is the uphaul. This is what we'll be pulling the sail up with. And I just put this around the mast extension. And so we're good to go. And now we've rigged the Severne Synergy rig. There's different sizes of the sail, and sails are measured in the square meters of the sail. This is a 3.5. So the Synergy rig starts at 1.5, 2.5. So those are little for little kids. This is a 3.5, and then there's also a 4.5 and 5.5. And so as they get bigger, the masts get longer, and the booms, or taller, and the boom gets longer. This sail is made out of Dacron, so it's highly durable. This is a vinyl window, and so you can see through it, but it's also very durable as well. So it'll stand up to long hours of sailing, and it's not very UV sensitive. It's got the boomerang, which is the Severne logo. It's an Australian brand, clearly. And this is very durable. You could use it in a windsurfing school or for lessons. This is also a good rig to start out on. It's soft, so when you start to sheet in and catch the wind, it starts out as a gentle pull and then goes from there. The mast and the boom are dedicated for this size sail, and here we go. The boom is non-adjustable, and so it makes the boom lighter because it doesn't have any extension to it, and so all in all, this is a very nice beginning rig that will get you started windsurfing much easier. One of the nice things about this is it shows you right here on the graphics how to rig it, as well as on the out haul here.